Hello students, welcome back to the online classes of MSc Zoology semester 3rd. In paper 13A, Cell and Molecular Biology, in the previous lecture we studied about an important component of cell's cytoskeleton system, that is the intermediate filaments and its types. Continuing with the lecture today, we will study the structure and assembly of intermediate filaments and its functions. Intermediate filaments are important component of cell's cytoskeletal system. We studied this in part 1 of the lecture. They may stabilize organelles like the nucleus, or they may be involved in specialized junctions. They are distinguished from the thin filaments by their size and the fact that the thin filaments are obviously motile. However, the recent evidences indicate that the intermediate filaments may also have dynamic properties. They are prominent in cells that withstand mechanical stress and are most insoluble part of the cell. In some cells, there are as many as 10 times the number of intermediate filaments as there are other microfilaments or microtubules. Their abundance in number suggests that they serve several important roles in the cell. Intermediate filaments are usually strong and rope-like. Their job is mainly structural, providing strength and support for the cell. General structure of intermediate filaments. The intermediate filaments are grouped into 4 types of proteins. We studied this in the previous lecture. There were 4 types of intermediate filaments depending upon the proteins present in them. Despite the large differences in their size, all cytoplasmic intermediate filaments proteins are encoded by members of the same multi-gene family. Their amino acid sequences indicate that each IF polypeptide chain contains a homologous central region of about 310 amino acid residues that forms an extended alpha helix with 3 short alpha helical interruptions. Now coming to the assembly of intermediate filaments, this includes the following steps. The two identical monomers pair to form a dimer in which helical central regions are aligned in parallel and wound together into a coiled coil. Two dimers line up side by side to form a 48 nanometer by 3 nanometer protofilament containing 4 polypeptide chains. These protofilaments then associate in a staggered manner to form successively larger structures. The final diameter, that is the 10 nanometer diameter of the intermediate filament, is thought to be composed of 8 protofilaments. That means there are 32 polypeptide chains in it. These are joined end to end to neighbors by staggered overlap to form the long rope-like filaments. It is still not known whether the IF, that is the intermediate filaments, are polar structures like the actin and tubulin, or they are non-polar like the DNA double helix. Now this diagram, we can see all intermediate filament proteins share a similar central region. This is the central region. All the intermediate filaments, all the 4 types, that is the type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4, they all share the common central region. That is, they all have 310 amino acid residues that forms the extended helix with 3 short interruptions, as we saw earlier. 1, 2 and 3. All of them have these 3 short interruptions. It has a amino terminus and a carboxyl terminus. The amino and the carboxyl terminal domains are non-helical and they vary greatly in the size and the sequence in different IF proteins. Again, this diagram, it shows the intermediate filament assembly. This is a monomer. Two identical monomers, they pair to form a dimer. Let us enlarge this a bit. So the two identical monomers, they form a dimer which is coiled together. The two dimers, they line up side by side to form a protofilament, to form a 4 polypeptide chains. This consists of the 4 polypeptide chains. This is a tetramer. These protofilaments then join together in a staggered manner to form large structures. One intermediate filament is formed from 8 protofilaments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It is formed from 8 protofilaments, that is 32 polypeptide chains. The functions of intermediate filaments. The main function of intermediate filament is to provide mechanical support to the cell and its nucleus. Intermediate filaments in the epithelial, that is in the epithelial, the intermediate filaments, they form a transcellular network that seems designed to resist the external forces. The neurofilaments in the nerve cell axons probably resist stresses caused by the motion of the animal, which would otherwise break these long, thin cylinders of cytoplasm. The Desmin proteins, the Desmin filaments, they provide mechanical support for the sarcomeres in the muscle cells. The Vimentin filaments surround and probably support the large fat droplets in the fat cells. So with this, we conclude with the lecture series on the detailed study of the components of eukaryotic cells cytoskeletal system. In the next class, we will take up a comparative account of the 3 components of the cytoskeleton.